do you feel like you brought a different, because I felt it watching the movie, it felt like you brought a different kind of authenticity to your movie because you came from jiu-jitsu first. You didn't learn about jiu-jitsu to do this role. You've been a practitioner for 20 some odd years. Like, I felt like it was a much different take on this movie than anything I'd really seen, because you know it, you understand it.
Well, I appreciate it, but I would agree with that. It's such a monumental part of my life. And I've made some bad business decisions because of jiu-jitsu. I turned down film roles because I wanted to train for the Pan Ams, in 03. And in hindsight, probably not the best for my career. But I'll tell you this, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And that style of jiu-jitsu that I was introduced to, Hickson had closed down his Pico Academy, and he was renting space in the Palisades. And it was the Palisades Academy before he opened his Barrington Academy that I found Hickson. And it is an old school form of jiu-jitsu that hasn't been bastardized because of a certain rule set. Everything we learned took into consideration blunt force trauma and striking, and self-defense was a huge part of every single class. So, we're on the day, you might be tempted to throw in, a flying omoplata or barambolos that are incredibly dynamic and they look pretty on camera. I really wanted this to be a presentation of old school, ugly, methodical jiu-jitsu. It's not the most camera friendly in the world, but it's real, and it's what's close to my heart. And to be honest, it's the only thing that I teach my kids. It's the style of jiu-jitsu that I want to leave behind as a legacy, So it is my style of jiu-jitsu. It's the style I believe in, and I know it's tempting to put all kind of flashy things on camera, but I wanted this to be a true testament to old school Renzo Gracie, Rickson Gracie jiu-jitsu, right from the source.